Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, brought to you by Rain. Enjoy the rain sounds. Rain. Anyway, I haven't done a brought to you by for a while, so I did today. So when we were last here, you guys had successfully freed Tyros. You'd made your way, along the trail to Grey Peak Mountain Pass. You've gotten to an entrance, and you sort of have stopped, right? Because this is where a snake had warned Tempe that there's a choke point ahead, and sometimes bad things happen here. So you got a little bit of a potential warning something might have happened. Yeah. Awesome. So, anywho, I see that you have discovered the Whisper, everybody. And it's way more robust now. So if you whisper to someone, there's a button at the bottom that says Reply All. And you can immediately just click that to reply to the people that sent the Whisper. So it's a lot easier. And the Whisper, don't forget, is the ink, or is the quill in the ink. What's that thing called? Reservoir. What do we call that little thing you put a feather in? It's
Inkwell.
Inkwell. Thank you very much. Inkwell. Inkwell sounds like a good name for a character you might come across now. Doesn't it? So anyway, I didn't wear my merch. So anyway, so all of that happened, and there was a lot going on that trip. And there were some things happening in parallel, and I didn't want to take away from it as you guys were making your way through, through the mountain pass. So I'll give you a little bit of, we aren't going back onto the trail, but I'll give you a little bit of narrative. Let me put on some music to set the mood. Maybe. There we go. Got some music going.
Well, Game of Thrones.
Is it really from Game of Thrones? Or does it
sounds
like okay.
Sounds like
it. If it's from Game of Thrones, I immediately have to stop it. So anyway, here's a little bit of a narrative to get you through the day, because I know how much you love when I read along with the words that I've read. So as the wagon jostled along the rugged path leading to the Grey Peak Mountain Pass, the fresh mountain air was a stark contrast to the dank cellar that you had all left behind. The landscape was a breathtaking expanse of woods and rocks. A veritable haven for a creature of the sky like Owlexandria. The towering trees and the vast open skies seemed to call out to her, beckoning her to take flight one last time. Despite the beauty that surrounded her, Alexandria's battle was internal. Her heartbeats growing slower with each passing moment. The poison that had infiltrated her system in the cellar was now claiming its due. Its lethal dance rendering her increasingly weak. The once sharp and clear mind of the monk was now clouded, her thoughts drifting like a mist that clung to the peaks of the Grey Peak Mountains. As she lay in the wagon, her gaze wandered over the majestic scenery, a bittersweet reminder of the freedom that she once reveled in. The rustling leaves and the gentle caress of the wind on her feathered skin were a comfort, yet also a poignant reminder of what she was about to lose. Her heart, once a relentless drum, driving her forward, was now a faltering echo of its former self. Looking at her companions, her family forged through the fire and the fate, Alexandria felt the surge of love and pride. They had stood together against the darkest foes, and now stood with her in her final moments. Her slowing heart was a cruel countdown, each beat a step closer to the end, but she was not alone. Her mind, though fogged, was filled with the vibrant memories of the adventures, each one a testament to their unbreakable bond. She wished to speak, to share one final word of wisdom or jest, but the poison's grip was unyielding. Instead, she offered them a look filled with gratitude and affection, and a silent farewell from a warrior's soul. As the end approached, Alexandria's heart took its final beats amidst the splendor of the Grey Peak Mountains, surrounded by the natural beauty she so loved. Her last whispered words, "I should have done more cardio," were carried away on the mountain breeze, a poignant blend of her indomitable spirit and her ever-present humor. She closes her eyes. Alexandria's spirit takes flight, leaving behind a legacy of courage, tenacity, and unyielding commitment to justice. In the Grey Peak Mountains, her companions mourn, but also celebrate the life of the extraordinary monk who had touched their lives in ways they would never forget. So, unbeknownst to the rest to the party, Alexandria had been poisoned in the cellar. She didn't want to share it with you because it was a one-way street. So, the lot of you picked up her little bird body, buried it, and Alexandria was gone.
I wanted to loot the body first.
Yeah, and I wanted to use the body to see if there's any booby traps. So can let me like put her on wheels and like kind of roll her? And I know that's
totally
like
Are
really.
you people?
I'm just. I know it's not cool.
Can we weekend at Bernie's her?
Like I wouldn't do it if I didn't think she was okay.
Guys,
So-
I came from an evil dragon death cult, and this is messed up.
So, to be fair, there is her body. There's her loot. So, left behind above the grave, you should see her stuff.
Okay.
And Curtis's cursor goes right over to the bag immediately.
And you guys do you. I'm not. You guys do what you want to do with her stuff. I'm not doing anything with it.
I can't
I
open
can't.
it.
Yeah, we can't open it. By the way.
Okay. When you double click it, it doesn't open.
No.
It says
get
that
it.
the token references an actor which no longer exists within the world.
Wow, her body just completely.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
so I really need that body back because
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on the cart and kind of push it forward.
I'm moving.
And
I'm moving her
it
stuff
happen.
into the trail. Try that.
All right, cool. Glory wants to freaking weekend at Bernie's her. I just know she has some good stuff that we need to use. That's all.
Okay, the item piles, you're too
Okay.
far away though.
I would expect you all to loot my body and take the stuff that I have if I pass away
I
too.
can't. So it's saying I'm too far away, and then I can't move myself to get closer.
Okay, yeah, don't hold on. Update my item pile, and you now have free movement as well. So you guys can go ahead and loot all you want,
Cool.
and you don't have to be next to her. You should just be able to do it. Can you guys see what's going on in the chat, or am I the only one who sees who's looting what?
I think you're the only one.
I love it.
Teeth?
There's a lot of action happening.
What are these Cocoa Puffs mushrooms? She had some weird stuff.
She picked Cocoa Puff mushrooms were something that you guys got in from the Krampus, right? Or was that something that she got someplace else? I don't remember. But she's got them, whatever they are. I know what they're for. I'm gonna get the gatherer and the harvest tool going this weekend. So you guys can start crafting stuff. It'll be fun to find things in the mountains and all that.
Damn it!
What's
I
that?
took
So,
something I wanted. Damn it! Oh well.
She had a boomerang?
she had a lot of stuff.
She did have a lot of stuff. She was pulling a Dinjarin on us. It seems. I should say an old Dinjarin. No.
So you guys may have picked up on this, but Milan could no longer play with us. She couldn't even be here for the last episode. So I have sent her that entire exchange, including the before the grave, after the grave, just so she knows how she dies.
But seriously, can we use her body?
You can work that out with your party. From a character perspective, she would probably gladly have given you some feathers or bequeath you some feathers, but just from a religion perspective, you'd be desecrating her body. And I'm not going to stop.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you from doing that.
No, I mean, I'm good. I don't need.
What outcome were you after by wheeling her body around?
I just wanted to, because we're in a pass, right? And anybody who comes to this pass may encounter like something, so I kind of want to like use her body as a puppet to see if
Are
it
you
is
saying
That's
you
dark.
want to essentially put her body on a pike as a warning to anyone who comes through this pass?
not a warning. I just want to see if they do
Is that
anything.
essentially what you're doing?
It's kind of like in Indiana Jones when they send people down the way to like, when they're trying to get the cup, right? And then they send different people down and then they
Man.
all die. Like that's not what I'm saying. I mean, she's already dead, right? So it's like
Dinjarin thought he was
spirit
dark,
that matters.
but
It's spirit that matters, right?
yeah.
So, I mean, I once carried around a bag of bones through a dungeon so that I could throw it on traps. So it's not
That's pretty
without
smart.
precedent. Because it's approximately the weight of a person. Because it was one once.
Yeah.
But
See?
bones
I
are less
just-
ooky and rotty than an actual body. That's the only thing I'll say.
If you guys want to do a poll as a group to decide if you want to do this, just hit P and go for it. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm going to say that it wouldn't be her last wishes.
But like I can't justify it now.
Well, I mean that's kind of the point of the meme, right? Is yeah, like it's a pretty creepy idea, but
It's not creepy.
I don't,
Should we split the currency 7 ways?
yeah, you should probably.
Okay.
There's also a black dragon cult cave note. It's an item that someone might want to take. Oh, I forgot it scrolled. Don't forget the window scrolls.
How do you know if you're encumbered?
It'll tell you that you're encumbered.
Where?
But also you can look at your character sheet. And if you look at your character sheet and you go to which character sheet do you use?
If you go to inventory and look at the bottom,
There it is.
it'll.
Okay, so I'm fine.
I am encumbered.
Yeah, so you can carry 174 and you're carrying 174 of 210. Lori.
Yeah, cool. Alright. Got my immovable rod back. Stole it from me. That's another reason why I'm kind of okay with using her body as a.
You're gonna mount her on an immovable
Puppet?
rod.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, she's gonna steal my shit.
I grabbed the potion of healing, if that's okay.
Waste not, want not. She would want you to have her stuff. Jesus Christ, she had a lot of money.
I mean, she had some.
Wait, where's her
I don't know.
Santa?
She didn't get a
Oh,
Santa
she
hat
didn't have
because she
one.
didn't do it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That'd have been funny. You could have given that to someone else.
Right.
So this means, of course, we'll have to create a new text thread. Because she won't necessarily want to be spammed every time we talk about D&D. So I'll do that later. And while you guys
Tell
are
Tempe
continuing
to get an iPhone.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, I didn't ever thought about the fact that I should maybe give some of this to Tempe.
Oh, Tempe can't play today?
Funny
No.
enough, none of us did.
No, that's why he said in his guidance, if you scroll up, Oh, I mean, I removed it from the last one. Was like loot Alexandria is what he put. So.
I mean,
You
there's a
can
lot of
ponder that.
situations where some of these things that she's had, the fact that she hasn't shared it with us, kind of messed up.
Oh, do tell. I'm curious.
Oh, no.
I would say, as a former, a reformed evil person, it's just a part of the nature of being of that alignment. I would say, and sometimes old habits are hard to die, even when you are magically changed into a different alignment.
Wow, she had a pretty good. You guys have left some good stuff. I'll give it some of it to. All right, that's now a 0. And what else would he take? Probably crossbow bolts.
Wait. Oh, it's just gonna. Stop taking my shit.
Does anyone remember how to convert gold into platinum so we can lighten our load?
There is in the top, our middle right, where it shows on your character sheet, where it shows the different currencies.
Yeah.
There, like where it says currency.
Yep.
The little like icon for currency. You
Oh.
click on that, and then you can convert.
Ah, that's all I need. Thank you. And I am now unencumbered again.
All right, I'm giving Tempe his. And we'll take as much time as you guys need to loot your comrade.
Wait, how did we get gold or something from the last game?
No, I think this one, Stefanos shared all of the loot and split it up amongst the group. 'Cause all of a sudden I was over encumbered. I had so much gold.
Yeah, that's why I was in the same boat.
That's from Alexandria.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't remember
split the loot 7 ways.
No, that's
having
okay.
that much gold. So cool.
So does it still, for you guys, does it show that there's no gold and currency left in it?
No, there will still be some. I still see some because
How much do you see? Because I see 1,666 gold.
I see 238 gold pieces, 14 platinum, 8 silver, and 42 copper.
Okay. Does anyone want the gold? Because I'll just manually add it to you and then whack the rest of it. Or how many platinum do you see? Or first let me ask,
14.
who wants? I'll give it to Tempe because I'm controlling it. So I'll just give him the extra monies.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Brag.
Dinjarin has no need for such things.
Okay, so
we also have our common loot too.
How much platinum did you see?
In the group chat?
Do you see how much platinum's in there? 14? Okay.
I'll also take some monies, by the way. I just didn't want to steal.
Okay, hold on. How much gold is in there?
Dad, you're not stealing anything.
How much gold is in there still, Curtis?
238 is what I see.
Okay, so I'll give that to Toph, and I'll give you some of the platinum too. All right, so inventory.
There's
goodness.
8 pieces of copper and 42, or 8 pieces of silver and 42 pieces of copper.
Okay. Now you have that in there, and now this goes to 0.
You know, I'm realizing now that I look at her stuff and I see she has a map of her hometown, that none of us asked where she was from, and like really, did we really know Alexandria?
She ways lied half the time.
I can't wait for her to watch this video.
You can't fault.
Okay, just on the side,
bird.
not being Glory. I love Malon. She's
Oh, we
with
all do.
Alexandria.
You can't fault a bird for wanting to keep some things to themselves, you know?
She stole my immovable rod, and I still feel really angry about that.
Oh,
Was it
She also
your...
didn't trust me from the beginning. She didn't trust that I would give her dagger back. And then you came in and just messed
What?
that up. Yeah, you were in. Yes, you were.
I still think that was all allegedly I was
You were
involved.
In fact, it was proven that you were involved because she literally.
You know what?
So
That election was rigged.
yeah, well,
fake news.
So
Yeah, that's all fake news. That's just drummed up by the
Can't
media. That was
argue.
fake news.
I can't argue.
is there anything else that you guys want from her corpse?
From her
I mean-
bag, not her corpse. It was from her bag. She dropped her bag when.
Is there,
you know,
is there
she
anything that you would
died.
want from her bloody bag that had been on her corpse?
Do we have any interest in the puppet idea?
I'll take the prize ticket just in case that could come in handy.
You never know.
That is where I would probably say no. She would definitely want us to have her stuff because it would be useful, but putting her body up on display to scare people, ward people off, I just can't.
It's not okay. You're not listening
You know,
to me.
old Dinjarin would probably be all for it. But
Okay,
the
I'm
new
not
Dinjarin
putting
just
her
can't
on a
seem
pike.
to do that.
Okay, it's a puppet to trigger any booby traps. It would essentially be her last.
worse.
It would be her last mission.
That's even worse.
What?
No,
And then if she gets blown up or something, like her little birdie parts will fly everywhere, and I can't. Dinjarin's like, I can't get beak on my face if it blows
All
up.
right, fine. I'll let it go. I won't say it. I'm just saying, if we hit a booby trap and it could have been avoided, don't say I didn't try.
We got horses. We could do the same thing. Just bring the horses, have them go in front of us.
They're still alive. Like, you don't see something
I'm
worse
out.
with this?
I am not doing that.
We could put bricks in a bag and probably have the same effect as
Do you have those
transporting her
bones?
under support, and it wouldn't smell as bad. So I'm gonna say it's a no from me, dog.
Okay. Do you still have those bones, though?
I don't know, Thomas. Can I bring my bag of bones?
Wait, is that the bag of bones that you got for? Was that in this game? I don't remember that.
It was not in this game.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember you getting a bag of bones.
It was in a Tomb of Annihilation one time.
I almost had these guys play that, by the way. That's a long one.
It's very
Because she has a pouch, or a backpack. We could literally just put, or she has rations too, so we could probably just
By the way-
create fake being with her remaining of her rations and her cutlery and everything.
Does anyone have wine? Like, should we all take a toast and pour a little bit out? And
Yep.
Sure.
does anyone want to say anything as we are desecrating and stealing her stuff? Should we
I'll
say?
start. Yeah, I think we should all say a few words. I'm gonna say I didn't know you wrong, but you never stabbed me in the back, which was cool, and these guys seem to like you. I'm really glad that I got to know you for as long as that I did. Cheers.
All right, I'll go next. I'll say I am deeply sorry for the alleged dagger incident that I may or may not have incited and may or may not have caused issues. And although I don't know your language, your Aarakocra language, I'll just end it with, and that's it for Dinjar.
You just cock.
Dinjar, I'm just trying to speak the language, her native tongue.
Well, I am a woman of little words, so cheers. Sorry.
You were a real one, Alexandria. A real one. And with great jokes.
That's
We're
lovely.
gonna miss your wit, Alexandria. We're gonna miss your conversations. You are one of a kind.
A one-of-a-kind bird.
Tyros pours the rest of his flask over the grave.
Dinjarin claps his hands and says, "With that, should we go? Like, what are we doing next, guys?"
So,
then-
okay, I know that we've all agreed that we're not going to use the puppet idea of Alexandria, but the puppet idea in general are we for? Because there's some rations in her bag that we can make like a fake body, and then we can kind of roll it out a little bit and see if there's any booby traps.
So, who is going to be the one to hold the whatever the puppet's rolling on and walk? Because you're going to be kind of close to it. Someone has to carry or push the puppet.
We could like find some round rocks and create like a, you know. I
Are
don't
you
know.
volunteering
Anyway,
for that? Or is that just
I'm
curious?
asking if this is a path we want to take, or like what do we want to do next? Do we want to just walk forward and see what happens? Do we want to do an investigation check or anything like that? Like, what do we want?
Well, I guess I'm kind of wondering, out of game, I didn't get to watch the full episode. I got like halfway through, and then so I don't know like where we're at, in all honesty.
Oh,
Tempe.
Oh, go ahead.
So Tempe spoke to a snake, and the snake said that once you get to this pass, bad stuff happens to people. But he didn't expand on like what kind of stuff. So it could go from like booby traps to nothing. So like anything in between. I for some reason think booby traps, but it could also just be like people hiding and sniping.
And
right?
and did anyone ask when the snake was referring to people? Did it mean humanoid people or other snakes?
It didn't say people. I translated that.
Yeah,
myself,
so what the snake told Tempe, almost word for word, was as a thank you for the, I believe, rats that you guys gave him, right? He doesn't know when and doesn't know where, but he said, careful, ahead in the mountains, he's heard that sometimes bad things happen to people that try to pass through. That's what he said. He didn't say specifically anything about, you know,
But-
and then Tempe asked him, like, can you be more specific? And he's like, I've never been there. This is what I've heard.
But as a snake,
Yeah.
would it, when it says people, would it be referring to
Bad
other
things happen.
snakes?
Bad things happen.
Okay.
Right, like, so I think you guys are getting too into the linguistics. You have to remember that that the snake was communicating with the human, which, by the way, it started off as like, how am I talking to you? Right? So, you know, there was that. So I wouldn't be too literal with any of the words and try to reverse engineer them. Think sort of
So
generally.
Can I see if I can tell if anybody is like, can I see if I can hear anything, see anything, feel
Yeah.
anything that's like
Absolutely.
hidden? Like, do I feel like somebody's watching me, kind of thing?
Hey,
You
Dinjarin's
can-
just gonna walk down here.
So, just real quick before you move on, because I want to finish this chapter. So, Glory, as you're stuffing things, you know, the loot that you've taken from Alexandria's body, and you're thinking through, man, should I, you know, puppet her corpse? I don't know. You realize that you have some gear in your bag that you hadn't expected before. One of the things that you see is Baphomet's Dragon Slayer sword is back in your inventory. Another is, I believe, a Staff of Healing has appeared back in your inventory. And a final thing is an inspiration card, Deep Thought, is back in your inventory.
Oh, wow! I didn't see that when I was looting.
I know. So if you look at, if you hit J,
Yeah.
and then you go to, and by the way, if there's a wizard, you have to click every freaking left, like next until it's done. So go through all of that, because there's a whole bunch of updates to it. And then it'll ask you which theme you want to use. I don't care what you choose. But then once you can, go to active and look at Glory's gear, and you'll see that I've marked 2 of them as complete.
Active.
Or 3 of them as complete. So that's the gear. That's the magical gear that you lost.
Okay.
So your prayer has been answered, and as your god promised, they've returned 3 things this time to you.
Nice. I want everyone to know that I have my bone staff, my large mage staff. Wait, no. Shit, what do I have? Hold on. What did you say I had? Hey guys, look! I got Baphomet's dragon sword. Cool!
Yeah.
Where was that hiding? God.
So
Look at that!
So good stuff.
Thank you, Raven Queen. Thank you.
And I don't know if this so your Raven Queen is gazing down upon you as you decide what to do with Owlexandria, another bird.
Oh shit.
So just wanted to make sure that like your inner voice may question your plan. But I defer to you.
We're already,
You do you.
I already said that we weren't going to do it because it is wrong. And I need to respect birds, and I'm on a journey, and sometimes journeys you falter, but then you overcome it. And the fact that I didn't do it should
count,
a testament to my my path. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And Glory, just to reiterate, I have that dagger of warning. So if anything comes within 30 feet of us, my dagger starts to vibrate and lets me know that there is danger. I don't believe it works with booby traps.
Oh. So okay. Well then, I'm just gonna walk a little bit, and then you guys decide what we were gonna do.
So the Alexandria chapter is over. You met her in the Goblin Caves, rescued her, did some fun stuff with her, and some not so fun stuff with her. And her part of your journey has now ended. So you find yourself at the entrance to this path. Let me give you some narrative. That's not depressing. And here we go. Been a rough week, guys. That's the only thing I'll say about that. So, you and your companions, you traverse the harsh terrain of the Grey Peak Mountains. The journey is arduous, but not without its majestic beauty. The path snakes through, no irony there, snakes through the heart of the range, a narrow ribbon of earth carved by centuries of rain, wind, and the relentless march of time. Towering cliffs reach for the heavens on either side, casting hues of deep gray and molten green where resilient shrubs and trees have managed to root themselves in the rocky soil. As you round the bend, you find yourself standing at the entrance to Grey Peak Pass. The path here narrows further, flanked on either side by steep, craggy walls that make a formidable natural barrier. A sense of foreboding hangs in the air, as if the mountains themselves are holding their breath in anticipation. So, Tempe immediately is like, this is what the snake is talking about. This is that thing, he thinks to himself. All right, so here you are. There is free movement. What happens is you're only allowed to move. Hold on, my mouse is going bananas. You're only allowed to move your normal turn's move before you can move again, and you can't move again until I give you the okay. I'm not going to turn on that marching, that thing that stops you. We can think about that later.
Do we want to take the carts or no?
Sorry, what was the question? The carts?
Yeah, do you guys want to take the horses and the carts, or do you want to just walk the rest of the way?
So Tempe wanted to his plan. If you guys, I don't know if you can still see it at the top. If you scroll, he wanted to scout the area.
Okay, let him scout.
All right. So so it looks like Dinjarn has moved. I don't know who's monitoring my system right now, but my computer is going bananas. And then Gloria, you said you wanted to roll.
Yeah, just see if there's anything I can detect, magical or not.
Does the whole group want to do a perception check?
Yes, please.
Awesome.
We're on high alert. There was a snake. He said stuff, so.
right. And we're doing a perception for the group. So no one move until I do this. Oh my god, why is my mouse doing this?
Do you need to change the battery of your mouse?
Oh no, it's completely charged. I think there's just some things interfering with my system.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Steph, because I'm not helping. Nice one, Glory.
Well, the last one was not so good. Was that Tempe that got the one? Can't tell.
Yep.
So we got Stefanos. All right, Stefanos, where are you standing?
Under the tree.
Under the tree. Can you ping the map? I don't see you.
I'm like here. Whoop.
You have to hold your mouse down and it'll go ping, 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 ping. Hold on, I can just do it this way. Okay. You feel so you're listening. You hear rain. You hear the wind. Slightly, the birds are still tweeting because it's not a heavy rain. There's a little fog coming in across the mountains, which adds a little bit to the eeriness and honestly kind of added to the somber mood. But just to the north, this direction, do you see the ping on the map?
Yep.
Not necessarily right where I pointed, but in that general direction. You think you heard the shuffling of feet, maybe a little gravel being kicked, crunching of maybe some needles from pine trees and dried needles. Just something, but it's sort of up, coming from up to the northeast. So everyone can take their next move if they want to. Otherwise, tell me what you want to do.
And I
Did we all hear that, or was that only Stephanos who was able to hear that?
Well, if she shares it with you, then it's everybody.
Do you share it with us?
Yes,
Steph?
sharing with everyone that news.
And
Sometimes.
can I think about like nature in this area and consider whether this would be an animal I might be familiar with? Like what would be in the trees in this region?
Yeah, let me have you roll a nature check. All right. I think Tempe would want to do the same thing.
I think so.
Oh my gosh, my mouse is like not responding. All right, so here's that, and I'm gonna do nature.
By the way, guys, I have to attune to the Dragon Slayer sword again, so whenever we can do a long rest.
I'm good.
All right, nature check.
Oh, it's not terrible. Good one, Tempe, who's not here. You did good.
All right, Tempe did good. Topha's not terrible. No one moved yet. So I see Dinjar mealing around. So while we're doing these rolls, like you guys aren't supposed to move. Because I can't track all of it at once. Yeah, so you do recognize both you and Tempe look at each other like, it's a little fucker. It sounds like a goblin.
Guys, it's fucking goblins.
Yeah, it's
Why isn't Tyrose's dagger going off then?
It's probably further than 30 feet.
There you go. Yeah, so it's probably further than 30 feet away. But yeah, you could just tell by the sort of the sloppy steps that this is definitely a goblin. And like a long time ago, you would have been a little concerned about a goblin, but now a goblin for you guys is like a one-hit kill.
Just look at it and it cowers.
Are you taunting us? Are you trying to intrigue us?
Did
Tempe's gonna roll an insight check.
Did Toph or Tempe share that with us?
Tempe would share.
Did you guys tell us
sure.
that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I whispered it.
And I'm gonna have you guys.
I
both
yell
roll...
in Goblin.
Wait, hold on. Before you yell in Goblin, start up with roll. So the two people that sensed it Your noodles are going.
Rolling my noodle.
I
It's a
have,
normal thing people say.
I have a bow and arrow. I could just
Oh.
shoot.
Natty 20!
All right, let's
I
see
feel
if
very insightful.
let's see if we can beat this.
I just have all sorts of insights right now, y'all.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So okay, so here's you think on this for a second, right? So you know there's some sort of a goblin up on a ridge, up high, shuffling around. Sounded like it's making its way towards you, and your insight tells you that this goblin is probably some sort of a scout, because why else would a goblin be out in the mountains, by themselves? So, is there a nest of goblins ahead or up that hill? What's he looking out for? Like, sort of, what's his role in this? You don't completely know, but your insight is pretty kick-ass. So, like, you know this goblin is either going to be warning a group about something, giving someone a heads up, something. He plays some larger role. This is just not some random. He's not in a random spot, right?
I think we should. Go ahead.
You also see that it looks like the trail ahead. You could take sort of a sharp left and head up that way if you wanted to, but the main road continues sort of down southeast. But now it's all you.
Hey guys, I share the stuff that Thomas just said, and then I add, hey, I think we should dispatch him quietly, because if he is on the lookout, I think it would be best if he didn't get to announce our presence.
So how about I shoot a bow and arrow in the direction that the goblin is, and then you guys prepare, and whatever direction he comes out in, you guys attack.
Or maybe
I'm
we
curious
should
if he has already seen us, though.
But yeah, but like,
We've heard him, so is it like from where he is? Do we think he can see us? Because we can't see him, but we could hear him. Or has he heard us? Is there any way for us to know that? Based
he
off of
most
the
definitely
nat
knows
20
where we
insight.
At a memorial.
So
Like,
what did
yeah,
you ask,
he knows
Toph? Because I tried not to pay too much attention while you guys were talking to each other, but what you're asking, Toph?
Yeah. So I'm curious if I think he's already seen us, or based off of how he sounds, if it seems like he's still just looking out for stuff.
With your insight roll from hell, if you know the general direction. If you can't see him, he probably can't see you unless he's very well camouflaged. And goblins aren't the brightest, right? So, so your sort of insight from that roll says he probably heard you guys, right? You know, you weren't quiet, like you're burying a colleague. Horses came in, and he was probably sent to sort of check out what's going on. So he's probably, at least for a short amount of time, until he sort of gets a lay of the land, going to be making his way towards you.
So I think
I have
the side path and try and get behind him, and then dispatch him before he can tell anybody where we are and what we're doing.
I have another idea.
What's that?
I can speak Goblin. I could try to call him out and pretend like, "Hey, I found something down here. Come check it out." And then when he comes down, you guys hide, and then we can just jump him and kill him.
I'm in.
It's good. I'm gonna ready myself then with. No, I'll just Eldritch Blast him.
So you're going to shout, right? Because he's a little
Yeah.
ways away.
In Goblin, I'm gonna shout, "Hey, I found something down here. Come help me check it out."
All right, so we're going to do this with
Like,
the roll.
I found horses. I'm gonna say I found horses in a wagon. Come help me check out.
All right, deception.
I think before we do that, we should all kind of at least hide around the horses or find some cover, because we're all sitting in the open.
I do agree to that. Like, we should probably all.
All right, so I'll let you guys move to where you're going to move. And tell me
Where
when
should
you're
Tempe
ready.
go?
We need
Maybe
to Tempe.
Tempe, like,
I think Tempe would actually make his way to here, and just
Maybe
sort of hide in the trees here.
yeah. Okay.
I agree.
You ready?
All right.
Are you guys?
let's
So
hope
first
so.
off, what is okay? So your intention, because I want to make sure you honor it, is to call him down into view, and as soon as he's into view, you
And
are
then we
all
just all
ready for
attack.
something. Okay. So if he comes into view for any of you.
Yes.
Well, maybe wait until he kind of gets down to here, guys, before we attack him, so that we could attack him on all sides.
Tempe's way ahead of that.
Oh.
So are you wanting him to completely high?
I think it's fine if we just attack as soon as anybody has a clear shot on him, because he's just one goblin in theory. We can probably kill him.
Okay, let's do it.
So anyone attacks, right?
Yeah. Whoever gets a clear shot.
Don't say it with such, like...
I know.
Oh no, like you're hiding something. Like if we
The
kill
way
him, he's gonna
the game
fortify.
master is saying that, I'm a little nervous. But
Are you
I
sure
know.
you want to do this?
Yeah. Are you
Alright.
sure?
I yell in Goblin, "Hey, I found horses and wagons. Come down here, quick!"
All right. So you say that, but I need you to do your best goblin impersonation, and I'm going to adjust the DC accordingly, because this is a deception check. Because you're not a goblin.
No, but I speak Goblin.
Yes, I speak. I can possibly speak some Spanish too, but I'm not going to sound like I'm actually, native to that language.
That's because you're not proficient. But I would imagine if I'm proficient.
Are you proficient?
I thought the languages that you know means you're actually proficient in those languages.
No,
Like
that's
you're-
not special.
Oh. No.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Toph?
If there's on your character sheet, there's like a check or something next to
Yeah.
languages or something, then that means that you have like special extra.
Yeah,
goodness.
exactly.
Oh.
Like you can speak
No,
it like
but
a
I
native.
can speak it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a deception check. All right. So you ready?
Yep.
And see the goblin in the chat window. You have to beat a 5. Can you do that? All right. So, where'd he go?
The one time my Goblin is flawless in my whole life, it happens to be right now. I somehow am able to say that flawless in Goblin for the first time.
This feels like we've wasted 2 really good rolls on an encounter
Yeah.
with a goblin.
I think we're screwed later on, but that's okay.
Oh, hey, I'm on my way down. Anything I need to report back before I come?
No, just hurry. Let's loot this cart. These carts. Let's check out what's in here. Some cool stuff, I think. Come help me.
You must. Which camp are you from? I don't recognize your voice, but we can talk when I get down there. Hold on.
Okay, so he comes around the corner, and immediately, I assume that I sound like normal voice now. Tempe sees him, and as the goblin comes around the corner, he's, "Hey, how you doing?" Tempe lets loose an arrow, so let's do that.
Don't get a 1.
And he has advantage. Normal hit. And that's it. So immediately the goblin lets out a wail, and alas,
Snoop the body.
is dead.
Pillage.
We
Pillage the
should
body.
probably-
See if he has anything on him, like a radio or
We
something.
should probably pull the body into the trees so that no one
Yeah.
can see it too.
A radio?
I don't know. Do goblins radio? I mean, they're not telepathic.
They could have a sending stone.
Yeah. See if he.
Never
So
know.
pull the Tempe. Pull the dude into the forest and loot. What's in there?
All right. So Tempe's like, "A-okay, boss man," and he goes over. And I don't think he would shout.
Quiet.
Yeah. And he. And you said to pull the body away. Is that right?
Pull it into.
Yeah, pull it into the trees.
Yeah.
All right. So he pulls the body into the trees down here. You guys can sort of see it peeking out. Still a big splattering of blood up there, and he comes with it. and he whispers like, there's just normal things like a scimitar and a shield and just normal goblin crap on this thing. But while I was up there, I heard something much bigger on a ridge, just beyond this rampway.
Like dragon big, or like just fat goblin big?
Could be a fat goblin. It's something that was sort of a stompy sort of walk. But it was heading down. I think maybe it heard the goblin scream. I'm not so sure.
Biped walk or quad walk?
I'm gonna have to roll an insight on that for him.
Let's hope it's not an owlbear.
It would be in nature.
We would be screwed.
Yeah. Also, if anyone knows a lot about goblins, what kind of bigger creatures hang with them? That could be insight we could do.
Ooh, you guys are gonna have to roll that.
You know, the goblins were using metal to. Wait, right? I think that was this. Weren't they using some sort of metal to capture dragons, or was that a TV show I watched? No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
Show.
Oh wait,
I think
that's Hogwarts Legacy. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm mixing up my stuff.
Hogwarts is not a thing here that I know of. So Tempe only got a 10, but it was enough to know that it sounds like two big feet. And who wants to roll a nature check to see if okay, let's just do the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
So this nature check is.
We're gonna put our minds together.
I love that you guys use my little tools that I work so hard to code.
Oh, coming in with the 3.
Nice. Tempe for the win. So Tempe knows that goblins, first off, are a cagey bunch, not trustworthy. However, are known to be in the servitude of other creatures, trolls, orcs, ogres, all of which have employed or coerced or forced goblins to sort of do their bidding. Even an owlbear from time to time will coerce a goblin. And of course, Toph is not here to hear that. I don't know how many toilets we got going on right now. We got a couple of toilets. We got a Glory toilet and a Toph toilet. So yeah, so it's pretty likely that one of two paths is correct, which is there's a nest of goblins, or there's this goblin was in the service of something much larger. Putting 2 and 2 together, you did hear what sounded like something much larger than a goblin. So, shall we take a pause for a second and wait for everyone to return? Does anyone else need a bio break?
Nope. Should we go down and try to go around this thing? Like,
so what Tempe sees on the other side of the road from where he stands, and I think a couple of you might see this. It looks like another sort of path that heads up on the opposite side. So it looks like these are two paths for the flanking of the main road. So it looks like there's one to the north and there's one to the south. Right about here is what he's seeing.
Can we move around?
Okay.
And what now?
Can we move? Do we have free movement?
You do. Don't go any farther than Tempe, just because the rest of the party's not here yet. I don't know if they're back.
I forgot. If you're encumbered, you can only move half your speed.
Yep. Who's all encumbered?
Okay. I am right now.
And I can't remember. I have to look. Do you Do you have to attack with disadvantage when you're encumbered? I don't recall.
No, you just move slow.
It's just moving slowly, right? But then you head to exhaustion faster.
Can you dump your stuff into the group chest to unencumber yourself? We're not in combat right now.
Did you want me to pull?
But theoretically, we don't have. I have a. I'm just waiting for something to happen so that I could unencumber myself.
All right. I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to pretend. You also can put stuff in the wagon.
I whispered it to you already.
Oh,
I already whispered it to you. Yeah, a while back.
I think I did. I respond. I think I responded and have just forgotten.
Yeah, you did. I need the DM to set something up for me.
Oh, yeah, that's going to take a second.
Yeah, so we don't have to do it now. That's why I'm fine being encumbered.
Yeah, just pretend that we've done that, because that's what you would have done. Got it. All right. Is Sarah back? Well, let's
hey guys, what's going on? What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so there is that body
over here.
You are welcome to loot it if you want. Stefanos, are you joining everyone else, or are you hanging tight?
Joining.
Should we?
And same with Toph. Are you joining everyone else, or are you staying in the trees?
Should we cover the tracks of the blood? Like, get rid of that blood, too? I mean...
Did you want to? If one of you wants to make your way up there and kick it around, I can remove it for you. Did you want to do that?
Sorry, I lost what you said.
I said you're welcome to kick the blood, to sort of like to kick the sand around the blood. Just tell me who's doing it, because that means you're going towards the sound.
Yeah. Do we have a sneaky person?
I'll do it.
Do we have anyone who's really proficient at stealth in this group?
Well, I've got my dagger, so if there's any danger moving around me, I'll sense it before it gets hopefully too bad.
All right, go ahead and move.
I don't think so. I just saw someone measure something.
Can you see when I do that? I'm just measuring. Oh, I have to make sure. You shouldn't be able to see.
I just saw it. So,
your dagger.
I think I know what's gonna happen, but.
All right, so you letting go? I don't see your character moving. I see. Have you not dropped it yet? All right, you is it your dagger? What lights up for you? I forget.
It's my dagger starts to vibrate.
See, your dagger starts to sort of ping that there's something within 30 feet of you. What are you doing?
I'm just reading everything with that dagger. So. Yeah, so it just vibrates to let me know if there's physical danger within 30 feet. It's only for things that are non-magical. So if it's a magical danger, it doesn't sense that.
Yeah, no, it's like a phone from the 90s. It's like zzz, zzz.
Yep. Oh, okay. So with that, Tyro starts to step back a little bit. I don't even bother cleaning up the blood.
Did you want to? So you're not going to clean up the blood. You're leaving it, right?
Is it a heavy vibration or a light vibration?
It doesn't indicate to me that it tells you how strong the vibration is. It's just within 30 feet.
No, it just says within 30 feet. Okay.
Yeah. But the blood, the blood is goblin size, even though it looks on screen like it's huge.
Okay.
So
with that, I know that there's danger. I slowly crouch down, take a branch, start to clean up the blood, and I'm going to actually have. Can I do a perception check?
You sure can. Let me roll it for you. All right, at 25, yeah. Let's see, what do you see? you not only do you hear something big coming around the corner. Let's see if I got it right for you. You see. Hold on. Just ahead. This big sort of red hand sort of come into view.
Okay.
Now you have right now opportunity. You have you're not in combat yet. You don't know what its intentions are, but yeah, there's something making its way down the trail, like probably coming to see what the hell is going on with the goblin.
Yeah, I will still have opportunity on this creature, but I am going to slowly back away.
Okay.
In through the thicket of these. That's my full movement. Yeah, there's my full movement. So,
all right.
Going back here to warn everybody that.
All right. I need you to roll. I need you to roll. Stealth check, real quick. Just give me 1 second. Oops! I just requested with roll, so it's going to roll for you. You succeeded.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I can roll for you and inadvertently did that, but it paid off.
Oh, that's okay. That's all good.
Yeah. So the creature did not see or hear you. So you have about in-game 10 seconds to figure out what you're going to do, because this thing is making its way pretty quickly towards you. It's not trying to be quiet.
There is a huge creature starting to come down this path. I think we should get some cover and get some advantage on it. I have no idea what it is, what it wants, but let's be smart about this.
Yeah.
Hide in ambush.
Can we move our characters, Thomas?
I will let you guys do the distance of your move, and then it will get to go do the distance of its move.
Okay. I'm gonna move Can I move here, Thomas? I can't tell if that's in the trees or if that's in the rocks.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna move up there.
For me, I am looking at moving into here. Is there a tree trunk that I'd be hiding behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be one with the shadows. Can I do that?
Yep.
Or I just hide, I guess. Do we have to roll?
Yeah, we'll probably have to roll.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give us all away. I'm sorry.
All right. So who's hiding? Toph is hiding.
I am.
Do you
So, yeah,
consider one of the
I am.
shadows?
Would be too.
So I'm gonna roll see if you guys can hide.
And Tempe hide too, please.
Okay, why don't we I'll just do everybody hide. I think. We've never done this one before.
You know what we need here? We need a carcass of a dead bird to attract this thing coming.
I believe.
No.
And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's this. And show DC.
I sure hope it's not stealth, because that is not my forte.
It's I don't and Toph, because you've played probably even more than I have, I think isn't hide like a sleight of hand, or is it? Because I don't think it's how quiet you are. I think it's because to me that's sort of a can you get away with something roll.
I definitely think DM discretion. So you're right, whatever you think, because we're not moving, and the big component of stealth is like how quiet your armor is. But we moved already. So if you want to make it sleight of hand, I think there's a good argument for that.
I appreciate that. See, I am not that kind of DM that just has a thing. So I did ask Bubo because I do use Booba from time to time. The hide is driven by stealth check. However, so it says it should be a stealth check, and that okay. Well, that was the two I was trying to decide between, so we'll do stealth.
Damn it!
I know.
And-
Darn it. It's okay.
Oh, is that why you were being so kind to me? I see how it is.
Oh.
And you guys are pretty far away, so it's not going to be a hard stealth check.
Oh.
Are you minus?
Don't forget.
I'm just not. I've never been good at this. I have never. I got us trapped in mines once because of my stealthiness.
I think if you're wearing armor, it has a minus, or do you have to roll with disadvantage? I can't remember.
No, I think it already should be minus then.
It should be minus 10, yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
Jesus.
no.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. I'm
The
lucky because my
stealthiest
armor
of
doesn't.
people.
Did the rogue fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did Jaren?
Could you move Timpy into a tree?
It was my bad.
Pedantic, but he's like sitting out.
Oh yeah. So Tempe is hidden. I think Tempe would move. Oh, I have to get back onto this. I think Tempe would move. Part of me thinks he'd move to across the way to get it from behind.
Really away from us loud people.
And I think he'd hide in the trees here.
I essentially picked up a leaf and went like this.
Yeah.
Like,
so
nope, can't see me.
so
It's
all
like, sorry.
I thought that was my bad roll.
No, I got a 5.
yeah.
I got a
so,
5.
So basically, anything within earshot has been now alerted because Johnny clangs a lot over there. Lets his armor dig around.
This is a good flank, guys. Don't worry. I'm
And I
gonna
do
hide
think
right
it's-
here, guys. No one's
Yeah.
gonna find me.
Yeah, I think it's worth taking 30 seconds to tell Toph a quick story. So, once upon a time, Dinjarin took it upon himself to sort of scout ahead into some goblin caves that had. They were trying to free some villagers, right? And he stealthily made his way in, forgetting to take off his armor, and clang, clang, clang alerted everyone, and then managed to trip and trap everyone on a tripwire in the cave itself, which kicked off, I don't know, you guys, was it a year that you were underground?
A year campaign to get out of there.
For real. It was like a legit calendar year that they were trying to, because they went into a cave and they had to find their way out of the cave. So,
And what's even worse this time is I have mithril plated armor, so I don't have disadvantage anymore because this is magical armor. Yet I still
you still.
am way too loud.
I am going to carry you every time we have to hide now.
Yeah.
We'll put you on my shoulders.
Push him all the way back, and he has to run forward to us. Actually, Thomas is going to tell you, it told me to roll with disadvantage, so heavy armor is also disadvantage, because it flashed yellow on the disadvantage button. So that's what I did.
Yep. Yeah, disadvantage. Hey there. So basically how this is going to pan out is, first off, everything within earshot has been alerted, right? You hear the big guy sort of pick up his pace coming down the hill, right? All of you that succeeded in hiding will have active opportunity and advantage on that roll. Those of you who failed will not, and you will not get to go until it's organically your turn in combat. So the DM here, the GM is I guess what we're called these days, has to do a quick thing. So within earshot would be this.
Oh. I have a feeling there's more than just that one thing in earshot, guys. I'm sorry.
So I have a quick question. Is there any way that we can still do one more thing before anything happens, or no?
Nope. No, that was it. All right, so I need you all to roll for initiative.
How come my slippers of spider climbing are no longer active?
I couldn't tell you. Unless you're claiming I did something. I don't know what happened. You may, if something was inadvertently deactivated, go for, do what you need to do. I trust you. We need a roll from Dinjarin and Toph.
Maybe it's because you can only attune to like 2 things, whereas before we were attuning to like 3 things.
Yeah.
Might have been something that you unattuned to, so you can attune to something else.
Yeah, I that's all I was attuned to 3 things: spider climbing,
Okay.
Baphomet's hammer, and my ring of featherfall.
Oh, and don't forget your helmet. You want to put that back on?
No, I de-attuned to it, so I'm not.
You're smart.
Attuned to it.
Now, Toph, we need you to roll your initiative, buddy.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
You remember how? You go to the chat, or the combat window, the little 2 crossed swords? And then at the bottom of that. Or it also shows up, I think, in your, the side. All right, so we're going to begin combat. And by the way, to remind you, if you right-click over those 2 crossed swords up there in the upper right, it opens up a combat tracker window, so you can have it and the chat open at the same time. Begin combat. All right. Hopefully that didn't blow anyone's eardrums. I'm trying to find just the right sounds for this stuff. Yeah, so Tyros, you don't need to do anything yet. You guys are officially in combat. However, it's not. We aren't going to start the round until this dude is in range. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So give me 2 seconds here. And Gloria, did you have a question before we get going?
Yeah, like if I wanted to throw rope towards somebody who's hidden, say for instance,
yeah,
either Tyros or Tempe, could I do that so that we could trip anything, like create a tripwire?
It would be an action on your turn, and it would be at your turn. So when that happens, you could.
Thanks.
Yep. Let's see here. Get a little battle music going. All right. So where's Tempe? Tempe doesn't see anything right now. And when the first person, the first one of you sees this guy, let me know.
I see it already.
All right. So now this is the first moment that any of you have it in view. That means this is your chance to take your opportunity attack on it, if you want to do that.
I will take my opportunity attack, because this does not look like a friendly creature. It is an ogre. It's like an ogre. So with that, I have him targeted. And I am going to use my... where is it? I keep losing that. I feel like this always moves on me. Firebolt. There we go.
Ah.
And I have advantage.
So your firebolt shoots across with advantage and hits.
Yep. Rolling for damage.
And you do some damage.
And I also have... I feel like things move around on me here. I should have sneak attack. Where is my sneak attack?
I don't know. Where is your sneak attack?
Where did it go? Come here, sneak attack. Features.
Your combat timer is almost done. No, it is done. It's a bust a move, man.
Here it is.
Sneak attack. So you cast sneak attack on the creature, correct?
Yep. Why did it not roll for me? There it is.
All right, so I need to take another 8 off of him.
Yep.
8. Down, boy. Yeah, so it's hard to see, but he's starting to get a little bit bloodied, which matches his skin tone. So he's down. All right. What else are you gonna do on your turn?
I am gonna stay hidden, and I'm not moving at all.
You are not hidden because you've now attacked a thing, so you are no longer hidden.
All right. I will hide.
All right, because you can do that. All right.
And end my turn.
So Stefanos, can you see the creature?
No, I can't.
All right, so you can do a normal turn, you can move or whatever you want to do, but there's nothing to attack yet because you can't see it. Or you can stay hidden.
I want to.
Yes.
Dang. Okay. I don't actually. I kind of want to move towards the creature and hold them paralyzed. I don't know where it is.
Well, you know it's on the ridge, so you know it's on the ridge somewhere over this direction. That's what you know.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get into view here. Oh, good lord. Okay. Here. And then I'm gonna cast Hold Person. Something that I can see in range. The target must succeed a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
Ooh, look at you. All right, so target the bolt launcher.
Did it do anything?
I'm rolling, and see what happens. It fails. So this guy is now paralyzed. It can't move and it can't speak, and it automatically fails saving strength and dexterity throw. So nice work. Attacks rolls against it have advantage. Any attack that hits this creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So anyone willing to walk up to it within 5 feet attacks with a critical hit. If it hits.
I'm gonna end my turn here.
Are you staying there? Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. This guy is dead. I don't know why he's in the combat tracker. Remove combat. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Need to see something. All right. And yeah. Okay. So, and you hear on sort of the southeast ridge some movement. And within view is, it's hard to see, but everybody's under trees. It's so hard for me to.
Probably its mate. You guys just killed its mate. Great.
Yeah. So even though Tempe's hidden, so he went around that edge. Even though Tempe's hidden and his sort of back is to the trail, from the point of view from this creature, he's somewhat in plain sight, right? So he's not as hidden as he thinks he is. So, on that note, anyone who has clear view of the pathway will see something in a second. Is it this?
I have clear view again.
Yeah. So you see this giant, like, bolt shoot from the ridge to the southeast, towards Tempe, but it does not connect. It just sort of like hits the trees with a little bit of a brush sound, and that ends this thing's turn. Dinjarin.
All right, I am going to pull a Dinjarin. And
Run away!
I'm
Run
going
away!
to 15 feet right there.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to, because I'm encumbered technically, so I can't go the full distance, but I'm going to run up another 15 feet right up to him as my action. Use my dash, the dash as my action.
You're not encumbered. Remember, you have that stuff in your bag.
Oh, okay. So then as my bonus action, so what I'll do for a bonus action, I am going to use my Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have to move myself because I'm targeting the ogre and not me. So I'm not actually moving, but I just had to do that to... Okay, then, do me. I'm going to attack this guy with all the might of Baphomet's Maul. I'm going to
go into the maul.
Lift it up, jump up as high as I can, because I'm assuming he's taller than me, and just try to swing it down on his head as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to use its ability. Its special thunder ability.
Ooh, you hit with a crit.
Boom.
Dude.
Oh, wait. Hold on. It has something special with a crit, I believe. I should have used my other one. Dang it. This one isn't the one.
Too late.
You guys would, if I used my other weapon, you would have seen its soul be pulled from its body. I'm sorry.
Hasn't there been enough deaths today?
Oh, wow.
Oh, a lot of dice.
Oh boy. So yeah, so you hit him so hard, and don't forget you have to roll in a second from the crit table, that he loses a tooth.
Yeah. I want to pick that up later as a souvenir, by the way.
Yeah, the blow to the face has knocked one of your teeth clean out of your mouth. So he needs to go to the dentist.
Then I'm going to use my second action. Should I roll from the crit table first before I use my second action?
Yeah, because that's for that action.
Okay.
God damn it. Puppet Master. Your target is charmed, and it remains so until it's attacked. You release it, or it makes a DC Wisdom 10 saving throw. Let me apply Charmed on top of this.
So, does that
You
mean
lay
it
down
will do what I asked it to, or?
Hold on, did someone lay down a template of some sort?
It
I was
appeared
trying
when
to measure. I'm sorry. I
Oh.
hate that measuring tool. It's just delete both of them, please.
Okay. You can measure without going into that second. That you were probably clicking the right angle tool on your normal token. If you look, there's a little ruler that's a lot easier.
Yeah. I just saw.
Because the other one is, even though it says measured, it's for measured token placement. So it's for putting stuff down with radiuses or whatever. All right. So what were you saying, Dinjarin?
I guess what does charm mean? Like will it do what I ask it to do, or it just won't hurt me?
Yeah. So charmed. Let me pull it up. Well, I'll have Bubo tell you. What is charmed? And then
By the way, it doesn't look like the combat tracker is updating with the damage to the ogre. For some reason.
I think that's the other ogre.
Oh, because I only see one ogre on there.
Yeah, that's all I see.
Yeah, that's all you're going to see right now. Yeah. So the ogre, if you look towards the bottom of the combat tracker, you'll see it. Share with party. All right. So if you look in, there you go. Under the influence of another, it can attack the charmer or target the charmer or target with harmful abilities. It has advantage. The charmer has advantage on ability check to interact socially with the character.
Okay.
I thought it was more than that. I thought you could suggest it do things when it's charmed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna use my second attack to attack it again. This time I'll pull out my. So I smacked it with the maul, then I grab my rapier, and then I'm gonna go and stab it into its chest. Hopefully, this is a smart choice, and maybe I should have used the rapier or the maul instead, but we'll see.
Ooh, a 19, dude. Almost a crit again.
It's suggesting that I do a critical hit. Oh, because it's paralyzed. I do
and you're next to it. So any attack on it's a critical hit.
Boom.
Yeah. So it's no longer charmed.
It's no longer doing anything.
Yeah. So it's dead.
That ends my turn.
Yeah, I'll say. So the ogre like falls, to its knees and then flumps down in front of you. Do you say anything?
No, I just reach down and pick up that tooth because I want that tooth as a souvenir.
Hold on.
But I want the tooth.
You can have it if you want.
What do you need it for?
I thought he was asking me what I wanted the tooth for.
Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back.
So sorry, everyone, that I took the fun of killing the ogre.
Oh no, that was
Awesome.
that was some formidable damage.
Yeah, but do we know anything about ogres? Like, do they come in pairs?
They bleed. That's what I know.
Oh, cool. I think what I'm gonna do.
You have to do a check for that, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So in my character,
There isn't.
I run towards things to document what it is because I like research and like documenting things. So I think I'm gonna run towards and like see if I can observe anything between these two creatures.
There's a second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, between these two creatures. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's gone.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry, I've completely lost. What were we doing?
I just wanted to pick up that tooth.
Oh, tooth! That's what it was. All right, hold on, let me give you a tooth. That's easy enough.
Hey guys, I got to drop. Sorry.
No worries, we're almost done.
All right, cool. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Or no, not all, you guys. Her. Tooth. Sorry, our neighbor needed it's pouring rain here, and needed a staple gun. Custom items. There it is. Tooth. Okay. In your inventory is now teeth. So when you went to grab that tooth, you just grabbed the whole jaw. So you got it.
Yeah.
All right. Up now is somebody, and
It's me.
he goes. No, it's not you yet.
Oh.
This person's going to do something that you don't get to know about because whatever. Boom, right there. And then it ends their turn. And Gloria, you are up.
Okay, cool. So, in my character, whenever they see danger, they go towards it, and then they document and observe. And so, since there's this ogre that I am not familiar with, I've never fought an ogre before, or at least a red one, I'm going to make my way over there since it's dead, I'm just going to approach it and
You won't.
observe.
Did you make it
Oh.
across the ridge? You have to go around the ridge.
Oh. I see. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Crap, I don't know how many
Hold
that
on,
was.
Hold on, let me do this. It was 5. So there. How many did you want to go? Where did you want to go to?
Just 30 paces towards this ogre.
Okay, so then that'll put you about, if you want it as tight as possible, that would put you right next to Dinjarin.
Cool.
Ignoring, because you
And-
went the long way, and I kept you right on the ridge.
Thanks. And I'm just going to observe and I don't know. Can I
Yeah, you can document all you want.
do I know anything from what I observe?
So
or,
so you
like,
want to
a
roll an
wedding
investigation
band?
check.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You gonna do it for me or?
Yep, I am. Yeah, you're investigating it, so let's do a little investigation check.
Excellent.
I wish you would let me say I want you to roll this and that. Like, I wish I could do 2 at a time. Holy shit. All right, so you take a look at this ogre, and you know that the goblin wasn't in charge because the goblin was a little pissant, like scout, right? But you sort of take your toe and you're like kicking at the remains of this goblin or of this ogre, and you know a couple of things. For one, this is a big hulking beast of a dude, but he also has big ranged weapons, right? Matter of fact, I will turn him into an item pile for you.
How do I open the item pile?
I don't know. I didn't turn him into an item pile. Hold on. There it is.
Cool.
Yeah. So first, you see that he's got some pretty interesting stuff, right? The second is you've seen some of the insignias that he wears, and these are crude. These aren't like beautiful insignias from like an elven warrior. These are sort of like bones and rocks and very crude to you looking insignias. It sort of indicates that not a high ranking member of whatever group he's part of. Probably just a soldier, right? Sort of a frontline soldier. You guys were coming, down this path, and he would have been one of the first people that you came across, right? So your investigation leads you to believe that whoever's in charge is farther down the road.
Got it. When you say that he has some pretty interesting things, I'm not really seeing anything interesting outside of a bolt launcher.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Well, that was and his insignias, right? Were the interesting things.
Okay, what are the insignias? Because can
these
I
are
learn
just like
those?
well, you have, right? It's basically just based on your understanding. Like, these aren't magical or mystical. They just sort of indicate a rank, and just by looking at the stones and little bits of bone, you suss out that with your investigation that he's a lower ranking soldier.
Okay.
He's the muscle.
Okay, cool. So there's not really anything else I can do. So we're still in combat though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and I can't see anything, right? Anything
from
else?
where you're standing, you see what you see. Yeah.
Okay. Then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do, what is it called? The Unseen Servant. And I'm gonna have it go ahead and have it so that it's seen, like, so it distracts the whatever is ahead of us to focus on that. No. Never mind.
So
I'm gonna
it can move up. Yeah, it can only move up to about 15 feet.
Yeah.
So
no, that's cool. I'm gonna end my turn. Thanks.
Toph is up.
And bolt. So.
Yeah, does Toph have ranged weapons though? She does. So, question for the group. Well, that actually she's no longer hidden at this point because you're in combat. So she can see the thing that shot at Tempe. So I think Toph would attack with the what does she have? With her short bow. Agreed? Group?
Yep.
I will give her advantage because of the sitch, which is good because she would have done bad. So she does hit and does a little bit of damage, and alerts all of you guys that he's on the southeast ridge right about here. She tells you, so you guys all know she's no longer hidden, and I believe that ends her turn. This takes us to Tempe, who saw the arrow fly behind him, would do the same thing. Now he has a complicated attack system, if I remember correctly. He gets multi-attack, right? And he would go with his bow. And there it is. He gets advantage. And normal. And then a second. No. Does 18 points of damage on this poor thing. And then does the same thing again. Normal. Nope. And Jesus, does 24 points of damage. You guys are too powerful. So yeah, like you guys see just blood sort of like explode from that ridge and dripping from the trees, and like you hear some big grunts from this ogre. All right, that ends that person's turn. And out of nowhere, from the trees, Tempe's targeted by a little critter that I will not tell you about because it's none of your business yet because you don't see it. And it rolls and misses. And you guys, that ends our session for the day. So we're at the bottom of the stack. When we next play, Owlexandria has passed on to Bird Paradise. The rest of you have honored her well. Some of you less than others in your thoughts. You have then sort of done a little noodling and discovered that indeed the poisonous snake that Tempe befriended on the way was indeed correct. This is a bit of a choke point. There's something going on the two high ridges. You've encountered an ogre, a goblin, another ogre, and something has attacked Tempe, but none of you really know what it is yet. Tempe does. He can see it now. And we will pick up here when we next play. Any questions? Awesome. Well, on that note, I'm going to save this stuff. Rachel has slacked me a bunch of things. I'm going to see what the heck she wants. And then anyone who wants to join, I will be at Mojitos in a little while. There's no pressure to go, guys.
I will fly.
When you get a chance, Thomas.
Yep.